Yo everyone, welcome back. Hopefully everything is working. Switch is on. I'll just check. Perfect. And there we go. Perfect. Everything is up and running. So today we're going to get Ultra Ball rank. We have 2 days and 5 hours left of the ladder. I want to hit Master Ball before the ladder ends, so we will be grinding like not seen before. Hopefully we can get some good wins. We're starting up with Enzorak. Later on I will go Garchomp. If I get what I need to play Garchomp, that depends a little bit. Enzorak, I don't mind going first. Enzorak doesn't need TM Evo, so you go first with it to use Cyrano to find your Zorak, so... okay, mulligan. Sadly, I had an amazing hand otherwise. If that was a Sora instead of a Zorak, that would have been an amazing hand. Oh yikes. This did not help at all. So hopefully we draw something good of the top deck. A second Puffin, a Artisan, a Cyrano, that's a lot of good stuff. Okay. We are preparing Red to retreat it or suicide it. That's like the two options we have. I would prefer to retreat it because if we can retreat it, we can use it to accelerate energy again, so that would be nice. Is this the even so Rouge deck or what is this? Most likely, no, it's the even so anti-flotion deck. That's fine. That should be a decent matchup. Because he will evolve into Cyndaquil next turn, then he will... yeah, it should be fine, it should be fine. It can be a tricky matchup, but I don't think it will be. So yeah. Okay, and he want to retreat that next turn. Ooh, Enzorak, amazing. Rigid Band, Black Belt's Training, gone because we don't need you. Second Zorak. Get rid of Reshiram. Do we want to get rid of the boss? Well, we take a boss. So we will need Artisan. We will need Inspipia. We have one Inspipia up, so that's fine. And we will need another one. Then we will need... do we need Cypher though? Don't think so. We don't have any Energy Surge though. Let's take Puffin and... Defiance Band. Yeah. We are okay with falling a little bit behind here in the early game because we can sweep in the late game. So here we'll find Darumaka. And Shuffle. Interesting. We will retreat you, put up you, use you, attach to you, Grasping Raw, draw 3 more. Okay, that's good. That's good. So I think we will start off with Cypher Maniac to get Instamanitan. Then we will most likely take out a Koala if possible. Because Instack doesn't mind discarding energy, so if we can get a good Cypher Maniac here into a multi-price KO. Okay, that makes it a little more annoying. Because he already played an Ethan's Adventure, we need to handle that instantly. How much is it Instamanitan does? I think it's 120 to the active and 90 to the bench, but I'm not sure. He should not be able to take KO here though, with Ethan Turbo. Does he retreat it though? I mean, even if he takes out Cliff, I don't mind it. He attached to Quilava, so that's not anything to be scared about. He will not be able to take out Cliffer then. I don't need Cliffer anymore. I will retreat Cliffer this turn. Cliffer I use for 1 turn only. I think we should start off by using our Zorax. Because Sora we don't need. Ooh, Pulp, that's nice. We want to get back a boss and a black belt. Then we want to get rid of Cyrano, we don't need him anymore. And we don't need a third Zorak. So. Oh. Get rid of that. Okay, Iono. See, I would prefer if I could draw it without Iono, but oh well. And we take 170. 170 here is fine. And we have boss, so we can take multi-price next turn. We have a second Zorak. All we need is actually the Instamanitan, which should be possible to get next turn. Because we don't need the boss. We don't this Arana, we don't need the Puffin. Unless he takes out my Zorak here, that might become an issue then. Actually no, Zorak is fine. It's not Zorak I'm worried about. It's more the Instaramaka. Oh, he focused on Rush Run, that's fine. See, that's the thing, a lot of people think that you need to be worried about the Rush Run. The big issue is actually the Damanitan. So even if he takes out Reshiram here, I'm not too worried about it. That's what's like Flotion. So how many Ethan's Adventures in the discard? 2, okay. As long as he doesn't get a third one, no, a fourth one down there, I am surviving. I'm thriving. Oh, okay, GG. So, this ends to you. Oh, that's not bad either. Let's get rid of all the resources we don't need. Okay, we have the bosses, we have the energies we need, we have the PPR, we have basically everything. Okay, not this turn. It means we use you to attach to you. Should we just take a clean KO in the active? Actually, no. This might seem so weird, but we know he has the what is it called? Ethan's Typhlosion in hand. He has used 2 Ethan's Adventure, so if he can somehow get rid of 2 more, he can beat me there. But that's fine now. 92 active, 92 adventure, okay. So we have Darmanitan now. It was in the prices. We only play with 1 Darmanitan, so. Yeah, the Ethan's Adventure is coming here. It should not be possible for him to win from this spot, but you never know. What did he find of the Ethan's Adventure? 2 energies and Typhlosion, okay. Is he out of Lavas or? The thing is, as long as I don't allow him to get another Typhlosion, I should be fine. You want to charge up the bench 1, yeah. Okay. Make that. Attach this. Do this. Flame Buddy Cannon. The reason I take this one up to active is because, as far as I remember, yes, he can only use the ability to the bench. So by dragging this up, he cannot charge anything up. He cannot charge it anymore up with Golden Flame. I have a second rigid band, so my other Zorak can do a lot now. How many ends PP up is left in deck? Let's check. Have 3 in my discard, so no more left in deck. See, the End Zorak is one of the highest skill deck at the moment, in my opinion. When you learn it, it's super strong. Like, honestly. Okay, Typhlosion can one-shot me now, but I have a second End Zorak ready. So that shouldn't be a big deal. And I can one-shot Typhlosion, so. And I have Monkidori, so I can also make a Monkidori to damage manipulate. I have a second Dance Castle, which you don't know, so I can Stadium Bump. Wheezing, a coughing, huh? Okay, that's weird. I didn't expect that tick. Retreat into Typhlosion, into attack, into with Hero's Cape, okay. Huh. How many Ethan's Adventure? 3, so I should survive. And then I can copy my Insurrection attack and one-shot it, yeah. So we play In's Castle, retreat this into the other one, put a rigid band on it, and use Insurrection's attack for 170. I guess. Yep. Okay, so that doesn't work right now. That's I remember correctly, I just wanted to read it just to make sure. Night Joker. Ooh, Backdraft. I actually didn't think about that, but that's a good attack against Cerulege. Backdraft. Cerulege discards so much energy, so Backdraft makes me able to one-shot Cerulege, which was one of the matchups I was a little bit worried about. And because this is weak to grass, I should actually be able to deal with Cynthia's Garchomp. Oh, you drag up the other one? That's fine. Let's have a blast, of course. Okay, so that one is dead. That is fine. Find an energy. Play Monkidori. Use Night Joker to copy Victorious Flame. 170 is actually not bad. Like, I'm starting to like this deck more and more every time I play it, because I start to learn how it actually works. Okay, so he want to rely on a coin flip to win. Can he somehow get the attack off? That's a big question. Or is he just playing that, praying that Weezing will save him? I am honestly unsure what is left in my deck, so I will probably use a Cypher Maniac here. Just to see what I have left. Okay. Team Rocket's Petrol is not bad. It feels like a worse Arven, but okay, let's use Cypher Maniac. Ooh, E-switch, okay. And Black Belt. Because that means we can take this, put 90 here. We don't KO this turn, which means there's no coin flip. And next turn we guarantee the energy switch, so we can just switch it from Monkidori onto Ensorak and then swap around. Or we can even Zoro to get rid of my Ensorak and active. So we guarantee to win next turn, no matter how he plays it out. If he damage me, we move damage with Monkidori. If he doesn't want to damage me and just pray I don't have attack next turn, we energy switch. And Zoro my active if he Stadium Bombs. Like, there's so many win cons from this position here that I'm not too worried about this game. Because we still have backdrafts as a possibility. His Charizard cannot one-shot my Ensorak, actually. because he deals 300 but 30 less because I have Rigid Band. Or is it more? I think it's 30. Yeah, 30 less. So he deals 270, which is super important. That is also why Monkidori is good in this deck, because it makes you able to survive 2 Dragapult hits. Because you move 30 damage away from your Zorak. Yeah. No stadium bump, so we do it the easy way. Devolution. GG. I didn't think about Devo as a win con, but it actually was, so. There was so many win cons in this scenario here, so there was no way he would win it. So 1040 damage. This guy was not the best player, but he played it decently. Like, it's not the easiest matchup for him either, so makes sense to struggle a little bit in it. We get the Mewtwo deck. I think we should work on Team Rocket's Mewtwo deck at some point, but it will not be right now. Okay, Tails. Can we get first, actually? I feel like this deck runs really good when you go first. Might just be me, but I prefer it with this deck, actually. Oh, crap. That's not good. It's not horrible either, but it could be better. Okay, a heavy stage 3 deck. Or stage 2 deck. I mean, heavy stage 2 is actually not horrible for us in Zorak because you rely on them breaking 99% of the times, and you also get a good advantage from the setup. Okay, Tatsugiri. Suro, that, and this. For Cyrano next turn. Puffin now. Artisan and Richard. Devo actually might be. Now we wait with the Devo. The devious plays. We wait with those. Because I have Artisan in hand, I don't worry too much about the. No, we Serrano in hand, I don't worry too much about finding attackers now. He scooped, okay. That's a game. I also had a pretty good setup there. Like, when you set up 3 Zoraks that quick, most people will also just be like, okay, nope. So that was I'm starting to get a hand on of the end stake. I'm curious about the matchup into Garchomp. Garchomp is one of the decks I'm really struggling with at the moment, so I'm a little curious about how that works. Also, how is the mic? The mic should be fine. It is perfect. He will go first. Okay, is that another Zorak player? If it is, it might be tough. Clefairy to active. Perfect. Flip Zorak, okay. in Sora. That's the start. Hoffin makes sense. 2 Soras. What will he find? Yeah, 2 Soras. I can match that. Nest ball for Darumaka. No, Intereshman. Okay. I would probably have found Darumaka, but he finds it now, yeah. The reason I would find Darumaka early is because it gives me a quick attack. Iono. Draw a new hand. See, and now we force him into picking a target. Ooh, and we got Tyranno in hand, so we have 3 Zoroarks next turn. And that is huge. I think about creating a 4th Zoroark in this certain scenario here. So he will Evo with an Zoroark. Okay, makes sense. Maybe we should just create all my Zoroarks and then call it a day. Or will he backdraft me here? I think he will backdraft. Oh no, no, he will Evo, okay. The Evo play makes sense, but I don't like it particularly. The reason I don't like it is because it actually... I would probably have the going for the Flame Body Cannon and taking multi-price turn, but... Might just be me. Poffin doesn't matter anymore. Okay. That's fine. And then we will scratch for 20. The reason I don't want to hit hard here is because if I hit him too hard, he one-shots me now. But by only scratching for 20, he takes little chippies, but doesn't have the one-shot capabilities. And I have boss next turn, so I can actually drag up his Instamantan and one-shot that. And then it will be tough for him to set it up again. I have nice stretcher, doesn't matter. Yeah, and he trades, so he mills out a lot. So that means he most likely want to just focus on my Reshiram, and he will mainly attack with the Reshiram. Interesting. So he takes 1 price here. I will put up you. Force of that. And then Victorious Flamed. The reason I want to do that is so I deny him from taking Cleffa and Ensora on the same turn. Plus I deny the bench damage a little bit. And another Rigid Band, I don't mind. Rigid Band onto my active Zoroark after Victorious Flame would be amazing. Because that means I can one-shot his Zoroark, but he cannot one-shot mine. If I get a Monkey Dory down. Do we care about this Zorak? We could actually just don't care about it. That might actually also be an option. Just don't care about the Zorak we have in the actor right now. Okay, so here we just attach the rigid band there, Night Joker, and Powerful Rage. Okay, perfect. So the reason we are actually in a good spot here is because I can one-shot the Zorax while he can't one-shot mine. He takes one out this turn, but I attach with ins PP up, and then do nothing for a turn. Because I don't want to do damage if I don't one-shot. That's the thing in this matchup, you need to be very aware of when can you actually take big KOs and when can't you take big KOs. And that is why I only focus on one-shotting and doesn't focus too much on chibis. Because yeah, here he can one-shot with Victoria's Flame. Next turn I don't do damage at all. I just put in Zorak up, use Sense PP up, and let him hit it for 140. I will probably Stadium Bomb with Artisan for a reason of finding my Monkey Dory. Because the more damage I deny him to have him play, the better. So I have both Monkey Dories, I have this set up a lot. Yeah, let's find the Monkey Dory, Iono. Again, here we force him into milling even more cards. Okay, what will he boss? He will boss. Okay, makes sense. The thing is, I have another Reshiram in deck, so. And I have Secret Box as well, so I can actually find something. Why don't we just multicast him? I think I need to step on the pedal a little bit. Yeah, let's Iono. I don't really like the position I'm in right now, but it's not horrible either. Because we are 2-2, so if he attacks this turn, he loses. If he KOs this turn, I lose. It's like... Oh, I have the Cyphermania code breaking, so I can find the Treasure Realm again. If he takes out my Treasure Realm, I just find Night Stretcher and I find Counter Catcher. Counter Catcher Mochi, what will he KO? So you wanna backdraft me with Doramaka? Or you wanna do double KO with Doramaka? I need to find a way to deny that. I think the way to deny that would be... I think what would work best would be to KO his Doramaka. Trade, get rid of this. Because this way I deny him for taking a multi-price turn with Damanitan. And he don't deal enough damage. So all I need is to find my other boss. I have 16 cards left in deck. I have one boss in those 16 cards. Should be doable. That's why I used the counter catch instead of the boss first time. Here comes a big question to $1 million. What do we go for? Okay, he gets both bosses back. We have used one Night Stretcher. I think the play is to get rid of Cyrano. First off, let's check if we have more Rush Rams in deck. Because we need any way we can to KO either Sarua or... We have one Mangidori. That's it. We have one Night Stretcher. One boss, okay. So we use you. Scotch you. Okay, that helps a little bit. You is useless. That helps a lot. It gives me the Reshiram. Okay, what will we get rid of? Monkidori maybe? Yeah. That gives me N's PP up though. What if we Toro you away? Let's see what happens if we press the Night Choker. Okay, and we do nothing. I don't want to attack here I pray he doesn't hit one of his 2 bosses. If you do, he wins. If not, I win. He hit. Okay. GG. That was well played by him. The again, if I hit one of my boss, I would have win. If I didn't, he would win. Like, it was a 50-50. Okay, so let's take another one. The Ends deck seems pretty good. It seems like a deck where you have a lot of skill expression and where you need to get some knowledge. Like right now I'm like learning it. Oh no, a grass type deck, that's an issue. I think it's sometimes like a little bit of damage, but it might just be me. It might also be because I'm just starting to learn it. Okay. Do this and this. Oh, mulligan. Okay, oh no, this is control deck. Yeah, okay, this is a new control. I am rotating decks. This is the one I'm learning right now. I want to learn a few different decks because that's how I get better as a player. Well, because you can't always determine what you draw, I'm Jones 2K. If I could guarantee I draw a boss, I would have drawn on the boss. But sadly, you can't always draw it. But if I had drew the boss, then I would win the game, so it was like a 50-50. If I could have milled more cards before drawing, I would have better odds, but that's just how it is sometimes. Yikes. What will he take? He takes the Blood Moon most likely. And the Monkey, okay. The Blood Moon I will probably Toro and discard. I mean, Dragapult is solid, but it's not a deck I personally like. I feel like it's overhyped, to be fair. A Genesect doesn't matter here, I have Zorak in hand, so... I mean, that's the way I figured I learned the best. And also, I'm Jones 2K. Sometimes you just don't hit what you need in these scenarios. Like, that's pretty much how the game works. It is sometimes relied a little bit on luck. And if you're not lucky, you don't hit. Can actually take all 3 because we can discard one of them. Okay, so we have 3 Zoraks here. In Zorak, 1 gone. I will most likely stay ahead in time matchup and then just set duck like a sitting duck in the end. Play this. I need my Toro. Let's get rid of the second Reshiram. Okay, double Toro, that's ideal. Victorious Flame, get rid of Tarantula. The double boss Toro means I can get rid of my Blood Moon if he draws it up, so that's pretty good. Also, Dolly, what deck are you playing at the moment? Because, like, personally, I'm liking Zorak. I also work on my Gengar. I think about starting to pick up God of War as well. Okay, I can one-shot Genesect, so that's not an issue. But preferably I take out his Pidgey before it becomes a Pidgeot. Okay, who do we want to get in play if we use Toro to get rid of my blood moon? Do we just take a second Reshiram? I think we will wait with getting rid of it. Boss to get rid of you. We cannot let him get a Pidgeot here. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, the Dragapult deck is super mainstream. It has one of the best draw engine we have ever seen in the deck, so like, you know it works, but it can be boring sometimes to practice and play, because everyone plays it. Oh yeah, Slacking EX deck for fun, yeah. Slacking seems super cool with the Boomerang energy. The tech we saw that one regionals with it was so sick. I have a second castle in hand, so it's not an issue. Spite ups. How high is my retreat cost? It's 0 because of the int castle. Okay, perfect. Let's just take KO again and wait. Because there's no reason for us to force anything here. Thanks a lot, bro, buddy. No worries. Take your time. Flip the script. He draws 3. What he doesn't know is I have Turu on hand. And the Turu is gonna be amazing here. Because then I can discard my Blood Moon and make it super tough on him. Trade, discard, Dark Energy. Maybe let's discard 1. Actually, let's discard first in case he has any way of getting that into active. Porphin. I still have Darumaka in there, okay. And let's discard another energy. Okay, so I have the Manitan in hand. I really want to get my Darumaka in play to make it a Manitan. But this Bite Up deck is super fun, but it's not working for him at the moment. I'm just messing it up by playing Tauros, by playing bosses, by having so much to work around with it. What will you take up? Okay. Now I get rid of that. Like, it's a never ending cycle because I have so many ways to get rid of stuff. Okay, that might actually work for him. But I do have artisan, so that will help me a little bit. What is this guy doing? This looks so weird when I look at it because I don't see why he is playing the way he is. And then we put you on the top and you. And we call it a turn. There's no reason for us to do more than that. Keep it simple. Next turn we make the man hand. If he decides to do anything to like Iono, we get a big lead. Like, this is simple. Take it slow, take it with the time it takes, and then win the game. If we boss, we take out the pitch hat. If we don't boss, we hit fists pretty hard. He's not attacking us. He's just putting up a high retreat cost, which doesn't matter. Porphin, what will we find? Another Spider Up, Tarantula. No, he finds nothing. Okay. Interesting. The Manaton. My turn. Let's just let him play. He's not getting anything done here, so. And next turn I get rid of my Monkidori by discarding it, so it's fine. So we are 5 subs away from being at 500 on YouTube. That's amazing. Turo. Get rid of you. Do we have another Reshiram? No, we do not. Put you onto you. Trade. Okay, perfect. Because that means we can have only Int Pokemon in play, which means my Int Stadium is guaranteeing me a way to move around. I do 190 or 170, which put that in backdraft range or in range for a Flame Body Cannon. So to that, you want to start milling me, okay. Counter catch. This one can be tough to get out of it active. That's fine. Mill that, I don't mind. The Devo is not bad here. Oh, right, that's why. Okay, down to the bottom. Notorious Flame. Okay, I don't know how we will end up taking him out, but I know we have a good spot here. Just don't know if he has more stadiums. If he do, I might be a little bit screwed, but we will figure that out. If he has more ghosts. Miracle headset. That's bosses, right? No, Iono. Interesting. Turo, okay. So that means most likely no Ghost this turn, which would be good for me. Okay. Only if I have more price as well. Let's get rid of it. Wait. I haven't used my power pad, I haven't used my boss. Okay. So now he's most likely not able to get that back in active. Put 90 there. Oh, that was the wrong one. I should put it on the other Spider Soul. Mistakes. And I also had Black Bolt String, so I could actually have KO GU, so that would also have been a better play, but again, this is the first time I faced this deck, so I actually don't know how it's supposed to work. Oh, he win now. GU discards up 2 cards of your opponent's deck, yeah. I made a mistake. I could have KO'd GU with my Black Belt's training. If I did that, I would have won the game, so. Could also have taken out Pidgeot a while ago with a Devo play, which I thought about. How far away am I from having my Garchomp deck? This is the Amrouche Ogre box. Here we go. Still quite a bit away. Let's play some Money Scrimsnall for some time. We have played a lot of Ensorak now, so let's swap a little bit around. Getting used to other decks than just Ensorak. Again, I'm focusing a lot on learning the entire meta instead of just getting an idea about like the top meta. Then I want to more spread around, learn like every meta deck, how they work. Because if I know how they work, I also know how to counter them. a Zorak deck, I'm in a good spot. Zorak is an easy deck for me to beat with Money Scrimsnarl. Money Scrimsnarl is actually a weird archetype, in my opinion. Has a lot of tools. So Charizard, interesting. Charizard should be a solid matchup for Money Scrimsnarl, but I'm not sure. We do this, we find another. Oh, that depends. How many Frost Slash? We have both, so that's fine. Energy Search, find a Dark Energy. Attach that. Iono. We want to look for Evo here. We do this. We want to have Arbin in hand. We want to have Rare Candy, Evo, Spike Mouth. Because now we can get double Frost Slash going now. Next turn we can put energy onto Munkidori. We can evolve into Money Scrimsnarl. We can take, like, so much stuff can happen next turn because of this turn 1 setup. We find a second Munkidori with the Artisan. We attach basic Dark Energy onto an already in play Munkidori that has some damage. Move 30 over to Cleffa, KO Cleffa with that. Oh. He decided to wreck it. Oh, never mind. He did nothing bad for me. A little bit, but could be a lot worse. We can still set up everything. So. Almost everything. I'm actually unsure if this deck even has Festivity. I don't think it has, which is quite weird. Also, I think personally I would probably play it with on Fast Time instead of Secret Box. But that's just because I don't like Secret Box that much. I also thought about putting Unfast Time in my Zorak deck. But that's just me, I love Secret Box. Unfast Time a lot, so. Could also be an option. One. Because that means if we don't have Sod this turn, I win instantly next turn. Like, no Sod equals game. So he needs to have Sod in hand, and he needs to deal enough damage so I can to almost one-shot me. And even if he does, I take one price next turn by using Grimmsnarl to attack on the bench. So. Right, Artisan helps him a bit. I need an energy to save one of my Munkidori's. Okay. Okay, so he has a Charizard. He has the item to make deal more damage. Maybe I should work on a Charizard deck, because Charizard is still a good Pokemon. A good card, but I just feel like the deck is underwhelming at the moment. I just barely survive, okay. So let's take 2 prizes here. Okay. Arven and Monkidori. So I give him 1 prize this coming turn. Two prizes. Let's give him Monkidori here. We don't mind losing that. He's almost dead anyway. What we could do would actually be a Devo play, if he doesn't set up anything on his bench. Oh, he do. Okay. Also, Devo might not be horrible. I think in this deck you would love to have a... I think you would prefer Unfast Time over what I'm currently running with a Secret Box, because I feel like Secret Box is underwhelming compared to Unfast Time. Secret Box gives you some extra consistency, but Unfast Time can really mess your opponent up. Okay, I have no... Oh, I have a consistent energy search here. That makes Monkidori stay alive for 1 more turn, which is pretty important. How can we optimize this? Can we maybe win this turn? Adrenaline Brain, move 30 away. That keeps you alive for another turn. Super Rod, okay. Gives me back you. Maybe. Yeah, let's take it. Let's take this Plasma Midori as well. Use this. Find you. Devo. Let's get rid of the Sal as well. Perfect. So now we're in a spot here where we should win next turn, unless he has any crazy play in hand, like a rare candy cherry side into win. But I don't think so, because I don't have any multi-priced on play right now. I do have the rare candy Grimmsnarl play next turn. I have energy in hand, so I can attach that to my Monkey Dory to move 30 damage. Yeah, that should be no way you win here. Because he can only take one prize. I don't think he can keep his Relaw alive. That's a Rapsca. Oh, that costs him the game. Guaranteed. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter. We don't care. So this is how you're supposed to play Grimmsnarl. Interesting. You don't care about Grimmsnarl in this deck. In turn, we get game here. So this deck is pretty weird to play because it seems like a control deck, but it's actually not really that control in the way you play it. Don't love it, but I don't hate it either. It's a weird archetype to play, that's for sure. And it's an archetype you have to get used to play well. We need 100 points more. Should we just go Mayhem, take something I know I can win streak on and don't care about anything else? That could be an option. Could be. I do really want to play Garchomp though. But I don't have enough to get it right now. So how close are we on set completion? We're actually pretty close on celebrations. Let's just go Mayhem, beat everything. The only deck I know guarantee can beat everything is Taught Dragapults. Okay. Oh. See, I wish that happened a little bit more in the chat, because right now I'm just feeling I'm sitting and speaking with myself, so. Okay, so this is a Zorak. No, Mani's more Peko. Interesting, I have not seen that in play before. A lot of my decks are built around ideas I see or what I think is fun. I've thought about making a series called Starter Sunday. So every Sunday we build a deck around a starter that you can play right now. That's my hand. Yikes. Itchy Paul and no items. That should keep me safe for a turn or two. Because now we can set up with Drag Cloak, start getting energies down. Keep item locking. Is probably what I would look to do, just keep him item locked. Double Drag Cloak is gonna help out a ton though. Recon Directive. Mankidori is fine here. And item lock. See, Dragapult is really good because you can keep like cycling your deck with Dracloaks, but I feel like if you don't get this set up, it sometimes feels weak. I don't know, it might just be me. Okay. That's a Dragapult. Let's find another Dracloak. So we still have 2 Dracloaks to cycle with. So even though he has items now, I still put him in a disadvantage by just killing everything with energy on it. Take 2 prices. And see, this is why I feel like Dragapult is just too strong. Because now we attach a Luminous into Mankidori if he attacks this turn. Concede. Okay. See, the Dragapult deck is not so fun to play because it's just too strong. In my opinion, it might be a hot take, but I think it's too strong. But I also need to learn the meta, so probably is alright to play it. Could also be interested in the Golden Go. Maybe we should try Goldingo. I don't know. Goldingo Pulse seems fun. I just don't think it's that good right now. Should we try Goldingo deck and see how it goes? Is this a Mani's Frostlight or Mani's Crimson deck? Just so we don't have to spend resources. Itchy Pollen. And now we see who will remove the item lock first. This can take a while. See, item lock scenarios can both be super boring but also decently fun. Okay, so he will start slowly setting up with Ethan, Cyndaquil, and Kolavas. Let's just attach him and tap for 10. Tap it, don't slap it. This is probably something that some people hate in the current format is with Badoos, because they can make the game feel really slow and boring. I honestly think Ethan's Pichu is a good way to counter Badoo, because it still gives you the card draw, it still like sets you up, and it one-shots Badoo for one price, so it's a good early game option to get rid of it. And he will probably attack me for 10 and do nothing for a turn. Yup. And wow, I took a prize on a Badoo. Research, dump his hand. Typhlosion. Okay, I lose Badoo here. Because I think he is just as annoyed over my Badoo as I am about his. But that's fine, let me go overkill on my Badoo. Let's be obnoxious. Recon Directive again. This is how you will 9 out of 10 times play this matchup. Itchy pole and no more items. Like Dragapult is just you item lock until you're set up and then you one shot. Like, yo, thanks for the follow, Midataten. Thanks a lot. 1337, that's nice. Like 63 subs more and we had 1400, that would be amazing. My goal is to hit 1500 this year, but I don't think we will make it. But if we do, I would be so stoked about it. So I have Dragapult in hand. If he KOs but I just Dragapult takes, say, Pollution and something else, and yeah, messing this up for him. Bound by the journey. Is he out? No. Oh, mistake. I should have used the Drag Cloak first. Okay, find another Dracloak. It's not what I need. Get rid of you and you because I don't need Brock Scouting here. Again, right now we're just setting up so much as humanly possible just to make sure we win. Iono for next turn. Itchy Pollen. Like, the Dragapult deck feels so weird because it's just set up, one shot. That's how it's not a way I really like to play, but it works. But it's also because Dragapult has an insanely good draw engine built in within the deck, so. And that is one of the things that make Dragapult so strong, is the insanely good draw engine it has. Also, how is my mic at the moment? Because I see nobody's in the chat. It might be because you can't hear me or something like that. I don't know. Neo Upper Energy. Okay, that's nice. Put into my hand. Neo Upper. Retreat. Night Stretcher is always nice. No Dragapult's fine. Okay, so Shaman doesn't even stop Dragapult, okay. I actually expected it to do, so this is just free game. Because even if he attacks here, he doesn't one shot. I can find a energy from my discard pile, set up my second Dragapult. So I make sure I have one shot next turn as well, after this one. So like, it's just constantly being set up and make sure you're ready for whatever he do. That's pretty much gonna be how I play this game. Because now I have gotten rid of his ace big, so he cannot anymore one-shot my Dragapult, which is a huge advantage in this situation. Also, we are probably around like halfway through the stream. I don't know, depends on how well I play, but I think we are around halfway through. Also, should I do a subathon at some point? I thought about doing it on like a Sunday or something. On Wednesday, I could also do that. Start on a Wednesday, see how long we can keep it going. Set it for like 3 hours in the beginning and then see where it ends. That doesn't matter too much. I mean, he one-shots it, so that actually can end up mattering, but... Yeah, 220, okay. He one-shot. But that's actually not too good for him, because that means I'm actually favored in prices. Put Senva. Put that to 40. No, I wait with the Holucha. I wait with Holucha. The reason I want to hold on to Holucha, instead of just putting it down now, is because now I set up for a big play instead. One damage counts on each of them. Yeah, okay. So my plan here is to set up so I can take down... I can take this out with my Adrenabrain. Could also drag this up, put Adrenabrain here. If he takes a KO, put Holucha in, take out these two as well. This one doesn't matter because he will, yeah, Dun Spas it away. So we don't care about that. But then I could Adrenabrain onto his Kolava. Like, there's so many ways I can make this work. Because he will just play Dun Spas. I would rather him milling his deck out because he's almost milled out. Now I force him to be on a timer in two ways. He both has the timer in-game. He has the timer of how long can he keep Dragapult at bay. He knows the Monkidori exists. I have a second Dragapult on bench. I have everything to set it up. So like, by not putting that one counter on the Dunsparce and giving him the opportunity for counter catcher, I now force him into, okay, he has Monkidori to think about. He has, if he takes a prize, do I have anything to gust up his Fezandipity? If he doesn't take a prize, do I have any way of gusting up his Fezandipity? Do I take up Fezandipity, I can win this turn, if he deals any damage to me. Which he most likely will, but he also only has 9 cards left in decks. Can he beat me before he runs out of cards? So like, I put him on timers in so many ways that it actually gives me a advantage in this position, instead of just taking an extra prize. Because if I took the extra prize, I allowed him to get counter catcher. By counter catcher, he could take up Monkidori, get rid of Monkidori. By getting rid of Monkidori, he knows he has one more turn to beat me. So that's the reason. I actually force him to have one less turn, because he can't use counter catcher to get rid of Monkidori, and he don't have a consistent way of finding boss. That's the main idea behind it. It's actually to get myself an advantage by forcing him into either boss or you lose. He lose. Because now we do this. Move 30 away from you. Onto here. And we still have 2 cycles of this. Boss. Okay, GG. See, that's why I did the way I did, because I knew I could win this turn then by doing that. Because even if he took out Badu or anything, I had still the Hollow Chant in hand as well, so I could put one in Shaman if needed. So this just gave me so many ways to win this scenario that it was the best way to play it. Oh, yeah, okay, that's my bad. Whack. Let me look. We will fix that real quick. Maybe this will help. There we go. I can see YouTube stopped real quick. It should be up and running again. Sorry for that. Also, I finally have my end stack ready. And Ali, you played N, right? It was N Zorak you were playing. I think it was you who was in the chat yesterday and played N Zorak, so... With this deck, you prefer to go first. If you can get first, you take it. Ah, mulligan. Perfect. Then I can show you an Zorak deck game this time. Because now I can show you how Zorak works. Or at least how I think it should work. Also, how is the position of the webcam now? Is it better for you? Let's see. Price Ceresaurus, price Cerasuranos. Price my counter, no, my counter catches are my bosses are okay, perfect. Yeah, I think so. I actually don't know if I can. But it's built mainly around Cameron Shenroy's list. No, I can't. But I can put a link to where I found the list. This is the main list I built the deck around. I have tweaked it, I'm tweaking a little bit on it. I think after this one I will swap the Spig out for unfast tamed. That's just because I prefer unfast tamed in most decks. Because it gives me an extra control aspect. Okay, we have this for 2 Zorak. We find 3 Zoraks. Artisan for what? Darumaka? Yeah, Darumaka seems fine here. Touch Rigid Band, number 1 and 2. Use trade. I think I will take the Zorak and discard. And then the Artisan. Puffin, so I can find my last Zorak. Attach this to you. What do I have in discard? We only have Serrano. We don't care about Serrano. Perfect. Oh, Devo is actually not bad here. So this is a really good matchup. Clever is weak to Monkey Dory, but you don't mind losing a prize because that gives you counter catcher. Again, it always comes down to what do you get out of giving a prize. In this deck, you get the counter catcher capability, so there you are fine by losing a prize, because counter catcher is as strong as it is. A cargo. This Pokemon has no energy. It has no retreat cost. Okay, that's fine. And what is the attack of Macaco? That's discard up to 5 energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 70 each then. Yeah, okay. Macaco is not too scary. Clifford has a weakness to Mangidori, but it's not something that matters too much, in my opinion. Let's discard Poffin. Save a Maniac for you. Guess that means I can discard Cyrano. This matchup, Devo is not really needed, as far as I think. The issue is I haven't hit a single energy. Okay, so in this position here, we both set up really well. Except I haven't seen a single energy. That's the only thing that terrifies me a little bit. That's the lack of energy right now. I don't get how I haven't seen one energy. I have no in my discard. I have no in hand. I have 24 cards left in deck. This is insane. I don't like to use Iono here. Okay. We are forced to use Iono here because I need some energy in play. Okay, that helps a little bit. Sarano, you don't need after you have your Zorax. Let's discard him. Okay. By discarding an energy, we can use N's PP up. Maybe we can get an attack off. Secret box is fine. Let's discard Enzorua. Oh, you want to have the Ionos. So we need N's PP up. We need boss for future turns. Let's just take another of this. I think I will use Flame Body Cannon here to chip that. Because he is not able to one-shot me as far as I'm aware. Unless he has the one that does more damage to EXs as his ace pick. I don't know if have we seen his ace pick? No. But he needs a third defense adventure to one-shot. I should still be in a reasonable spot. Iono, I don't mind. Give me 2 Ins PP up. Okay. So I have Maniac and Night Stretch is actually fine. Body Blast deals 190. And we get rid of Artisan for double ins PP up. Oh, wait, wrong button. Oh well. What do I have? Nothing I need. I made a mistake. Okay, let's get rid of Puffin and hope for the best. Well, looks like my active Zorak is dead because I made a mistake. That's how it is. Sometimes you make a mistake that is costing you, and this one will be a little rough. Yeah, Body Blast, okay. But that means I can get rid of both Macaco and his benched. Oh wait, it doesn't, okay. I can get rid of one Typhlosion. Deal free twin. I don't want to counter catch it. Iono him here. I wanted to use my counter catcher, yeah, but I don't want to use my Iono yet because if you see how slim my deck is, I have one Iono in hand. I have few left, and I still haven't taken that many prizes. I rather want him to take out my second Zorak, so I can Iono him down to 2. Okay, Fizz, that's fine. Fizz I can one-shot with Black Bolt. I want him actually to attack me here, then I find my Monkidori of Artisan or Night Stretcher, depends. Artisan. Attach Dark Energy from hand to it, KO Macaco, and then see where it goes from there. Oh, he takes out the Manatan instead, okay. That is honestly not an issue for me too much. That's not too big of a deal. Because do I still have counter catchers left in the deck? I don't, okay. But he has no energy on Macaco, which means it has free retreat. And he only took 1 prize. Okay, play that. Attach that. Iono. So he only has 3 cards. Night Joker. Do we want to take a KO here though? I think we do. We need to. We are too low in cards to not. Again, I'm still learning the deck, so sometimes I make some stupid mistakes on it because it's not like just how it's not natural to me yet. next turn we take out Mew, or do we take out Ho-Oh? I think we will take out Mew. Actually, Ho-Oh sets up for Macaco, so I think Ho-Oh might be better to KO. What is he doing? In this scenario, I think I will focus on Ho-Oh because Ho-Oh sets up for Macaco. I would never attach to Mew in that scenario. Oh well. I would probably focus on this Macaco because Macaco is one of his few one-shot capabilities. I honestly like the Macaco a lot. Yeah, again, I am still getting used to the deck. That's the issue. Sometimes I make some bad plays. But I do have second Monkidori. I can energy switch between Monkidoris to keep my Monkidoris alive and move damage. Or to move 60 damage instead of just the regular 30. And he should not be able to one-shot here. Or is he? I think he's just short enough for it. Yeah, just short. Okay. That's important. Need an extra dark energy. So let's move 30 E-switch. Move 30 more. He's not able to one-shot here, so it doesn't matter too much. Powerful Rage just because we can. And I can move 30 again, no, 60 again next turn most likely. I do want to get rid of Cliff though. It is a bit of a tough matchup because he has so much damage in this deck. Oh no. Actually, I don't mind Mew. Mew is not gonna matter. Attaching energy to Mew is a big mistake. That might have costed him the game, what he just did there. Okay, so he sets that up, that KOs this turn. But I have black belts. And I one-shot his Ho-Oh going turn with black belt and everything. It requires me to find the last energy, but I think I have one more energy. I should have an extra energy. Or at least an E-switch or something. Again, I played it a little wrong, because I could have won it easily, but... Discard a Turo. Black belt. Victorious Flag. 240. So the big question is, does he have a way to KO me this upcoming turn? I knew if I didn't KO that, he would guarantee have a KO this turn, because he 99% of the time should have a boss in hand here. No ho-ho? Okay, that's important. Okay, so we look for him not to find the way to edge energy here. I could have played this way more clean and won easily, but it's too late now because I didn't. Why does he set up Mew? Is that to hand or is that to... It's to hand, okay. Oh, he can win here. If he sees it. Makago one-shots here. Which is why I actually like the Makago a lot in the deck. Yeah, he sees it. Let's let him have it. That's well played by him. I mean, it's also horrible played by me. I could have won it easily. Okay. Yeah, okay. We are dead. We are so dead. But you're right, PTCG. I could have won it easily if I played it correctly. So, yeah. It was not that he was good, it was just I played it horrible. That's pretty much what went wrong. I didn't play my deck correctly, which is why I lost. He played horrible, but I made some big mistakes, which is why I lost, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind losing because of my own mistakes. Again, right now I'm testing so many decks and learning so many decks that, trust me, mistakes will happen. This is not the first game it happens, and it will happen again. I can guarantee you that. Okay, so if you Dragon deck. What's there? Straw up. Okay. Oh yikes, that's tough. That's rough. In turn, I guess. But I don't mind to lose to my own mistakes. That's how it's supposed to be. You should lose when you make mistakes. I would be more annoyed if I won when I make so many big mistakes as I did. This is honestly not too bad, even if he sets up Badu and item locks me, I still have Zorax, so... Oh, you want to go for the evil play instead. Yeah, that makes sense. I would personally probably also go for the evil play instead of going for the attacking play. Do I really need Cyrano anymore? No, I don't need Cyrano. I can get rid of it. Okay. Platinum will not be important in this matchup. Treasure. Yeah, let's Iono. I don't like to Iono here, but I'm kind of forced into it. But we could put up the single price. The reason I rather give him the single price other than giving him the multi-price is because it gives me more options for plays later on. It opens up for counter catcher, which makes me able to maybe get multi-prices and stuff like that. Sometimes one of the mistakes I make is also overthinking my plays, which happens more often than it should, let's be honest. See, again, I get secret box, but I don't actually need it. I don't like it here. I would prefer unfast tempo secret box. Let's run with unfast tempo after this game. I think unfast tempo will add another layer to the deck by giving it some disruption as well. Because you have a great draw engine, you have great damage output if you play correctly. So if you have some disruption as well in unfast tempo, it would probably help it out a ton. Itchy Pollen for 20. Oh no. How horrible. Puffin I don't need anymore. Doramaka. Nice. Artisan I can without. Monkey Dory is reasonable, so get it off. Do we try to deny him some? Yeah, we deny him some basing because I have Pulpad, so I can waste my bosses a little bit more. Pulpad gives you a security and you can use more bosses and still get them back, which I really like about Pulpad. Which means I play it more aggressive and use bosses a little bit more disruptive in the early game. Because, for example, Iron Bundle he cannot use to anything if it's not active or on the bench. Now I force him to put Rescue Board on it, which he will end up discarding by having it Iron Bundle. And he most likely will he get the attack off? Maybe. Crashing Headbutt. Yeah. He might get the attack off. What could you add in Ensorrak to make it more consistent and better? See, I'm always thinking about how can you make the deck better. I don't think you really need a Monkey Dory line. It's not like I'm using it every game. I'll think about cutting the Monkey Dory for a extra for 2/2 Darumaka line, but I'm not sure. Monkey Dory sometimes makes the numbers go work for you, which is why people use it. But I just don't think it's needed in this deck. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's still alright. So, yeah. That gives gives me my last Zorak though. Which means now I have 3 Zoraks. And that's the last energy I needed. E-Switch I don't really need in this matchup. Iono. Its PP up. Defiance Band, its Castle. Because Defiance Band will work for me right now. I cannot backdraft yet, but that's fine. I can still Victoria's Flame for 200. What can we do to one-shot next turn? I do want to use the Manatan though, which is a little bit of a thing. The Manatan gives me so much pressure here. Could also go for something different. I could go for the boss up. This secondary dragon, attack that with the Manatan's attack. Oh, he will spread the damage this turn. He will take out my Darumaka and my Reshiram. Which would be bad for me. Monkey Dory. I should have put up the other Zorak. This is gonna be super tough now. But the thing is, he has committed a lot of resources to his dragon. And even though he takes 3 prices here, I will be able to Iono him down to 2. And I still have a Chap-Chap and Zorak. So I can one-shot him this turn. Most likely. I mean, depends a little bit on what I get, but... Okay, that's the Reshiram back. Iono, so he has 2, I have 6. Now it's just getting rid of this big flying thing. Because he's not able to one-shot. Keep that in mind. And because I have black belts, I should be able to do more now. I mean, if he attacks it, it's dead. He is not allowed to attack here unless he can one-shot. And I don't think it's possible for him to find a one-shot in this position. Even if it starts charging up Pidgeot, I will still be able to do something. This guy plays pretty decently. He spends a little bit more time on his play throws, which makes him also... He is supposed to play better, but... Okay, Mullen free. Oh, and it's PP up I don't like seeing. Let's pray you don't have a play. Powerful Rage, one shot. Both yes and no. The reason I say that is because if he prioritizes Reshiram 100%, he will not be able to actually win the game. because I can still actually deal decently damage. And this turn he is not able to get the game. I have boss or counter catcher. He nullifies counter catcher. That's actually an issue, but I should be able to still do it. Because we will Toro my Entorak and then active up. Get my full HP Entorak from the bench up in the active. We have a boss. We have boss in deck. Should we be greedy? Should we do it? Should we go all in for this? We do have 13 cards left in deck. Okay, that's a counter game. Now it's getting sketchy. Does he have a rare candy play? If he has a rare candy play, oh, boss and treasure ram, okay. And Edgepole, okay. How many Ents castles is left? 1. Okay, Town Store. Search the deck. Then you. What do we have left? We have 1 boss, 1 Ents castle. We do have enough. Let's go greedy. Keep digging. Cannot retreat with that, okay. Amount of time we will not need. Then we will get rid of this. We will not play this little Sora. Let's just hope he is not able to get the Dragon off. Most likely he knows what I'm digging for, but that's fine. I do have Palpad. Do I have any ways of getting back my treasure though? I actually don't, so if he KOs it, it's kinda bad. Just hope he doesn't, I guess. Iono, that's perfectly fine by me. Boss. Okay. That's second treasure rare. That's Ents Castle. And we KO here with Victoria's Flame. After this game, I need a serious toilet break. That's the play. Can you get rid of my stadium here? That's a big question. If he can, he might still have a shot. If he can't, he's GG. Oh wait, I still have a Toro. Don't I? I only used 1. Yeah, I have a Toro. Okay. No, he can't. I'm not allowing him to play the game. That's the thing with this deck. By being greedy with your bosses and being okay with using Palpad to get bosses back, you don't allow your opponent to play the game at all. Concede. Give me 2 minutes, I'm being back. I have to go on a toilet break. So we are 330, we need 60 more. So 5 or 6 games more where I win, we should be there. Maybe less. Depends on how well I actually play. Let's open a booster pack to celebrate being this close. One pack of celebrations. It's the best set to get a lot of points. That's some, that's new, that's some points. 460? Okay. How much of the, can we afford the Lily's Clefairy maybe? Which I need to like 9 decks or something. I want to play God of War soon because God of War is fun. It's one Lily's Clefairy. Do have Monkey Dories though. Because we just use the full lots then. Curlias I need 1 of. That's 40. What else? Do I not have them? No. I need 3. Let's play some God of War. God of War, here we go. God of War is also an insanely good deck. High skill ceiling and great when you learn it. The only thing I thought about with God of War is actually maybe adding the new Mimikyu from Team Rocket or from Distant Rivals, because it actually copies opposing what's it called? Terrestrialized, which could work pretty fun in God of War. If we say Ricky Draco, oh you copy, we say what is it called, Dragapult, and we copy Dragapult's attack and use it on itself, that would be pretty hilarious. I don't mind going first. Maybe I do. Dark and Psychic. Okay, this is also a God of War. God of War versus God of War, the mirror match. I haven't seen that many God of Wars on live here lately, but the TM Evo is definitely nice. We find a Rolls, I guess. Pass. There's not much to do in the first turn when you go first with God of War. Just starting to set up slowly. I mean, he will also use my Alta, which is annoying, but it's fine. Oh god, this guy is blinging out everything. It's actually not blinged out because he can bling out even more. The Iono I don't mind too much. Okay, it's a little annoying. I mean, depends a lot on my top deck if it's annoying or not. If I top deck something great, it will not be an issue. Ideally, I top deck God of War. If I top deck God of War, I win basically from here. Okay, baby shiny Curlia and a regular Curlia. Monkey Dory. Sigma Rolls. Screamtail. Retreat into Screamtail. Pass. This is gonna be a long one. Because this is not really looking that hard for me. But it's not looking too great for him either, because he only has one energy in his discard pile. You want to have way more. So that he only has one, I have two. Okay, he will Evo his way through. No, he will not. What was the idea of the Evo then? Interesting. Does he find the Scream Sale? No, he's Shaman, okay. Oh no. This is gonna cause a trouble. How much Psychic is in the 3? So that's 60, that's 120. That means he can take out a Monkey. Yeah, you can take out Monkey Doris on bench, which is gonna be obnoxious. Which he will most likely also do. Will he? Yeah, he takes it. In turn. Wait, I could have KO'd. I could have returned the favor, but he would probably just return it again. See, this is where I feel like God of War sometimes struggles, is if you just drop Dead, it's not that good. That's what I miss about the old God of War, is the draw engine it had. It was insane good at drawing cards. Okay, I think I'm gonna return the favor now because this is getting annoying. Gotta work, please. Gotta work, gotta work. No, gotta work. Okay. See, this is where I feel like God of War sometimes just, oh, you break. This is a real break. Like, holy Christ. How are you even supposed to play from this? Like, this is not even about skill, this is just, okay, how bad can you break? And that is what sometimes happens where I'm like, okay, this just don't feel fun. Oh, thank you, Coco Loser, for the follow on Twitch. See, this is just obnoxious because I have nothing to do here. I'm just waiting, sitting my turn, or sitting through bad turn and seeing them play. But now I need to take out my Scream Sale because I'll say one shot again. Never mind, they set up for taking out Ralts this time. unhittable. I have a God of War. My first God of War entire game. After getting straight up slapped in the face for the entirety of this game. Okay, Psychic Embrace, he starts taking KOs again. What can I do to somehow stay in this game? Because 2 energies, it's not a lot. I think my play will be to try and attack with Monkey Dory. Or will we attack with Clefairy? No, Clefairy is getting one shot by God of War unless we can get the item. So that will not be the play. It will be Monkey Dory. I think. Yeah, because if we attack with Clefairy without Lily's Pearl or something, we lose instantly. And Screamtail will not do enough damage. So we will retreat Screamtail most likely. We don't care about rare candies anymore. Pheasant Liberty. Draw me some cards. Because I need to get back in this game somehow. Oh. We do attack with. Yes, because he doesn't have enough to one-shot with Drift. Well, you can put it to 60. That gives him how much damage? 60 times 3, that's 180. He should not be able to one-shot. If he is, I'm just taking it and saying, okay, that's was just unlucky. Because this game I have drawn nothing until now. I have priced Mew. I priced my one of my Curlias. I had 2 rare candies and an artisan on hand for 4 turns, and yeah. Pre-Iono I had a great hand. Post-Iono, hobo. Oh wait, he has game. No need to play it out. I know how this goes. GG. I was not gonna play that out because I knew how it will end. Like, it was for sure he will win, so why play it out? Level 48. Can we hit 500 subs on YouTube like this week? That would be insane, honestly. No. Oh, yikes. some. This is the no, not Yukimori. It's Asoko Ito artwork. It's like I like these felt figures and clay figurines and stuff like that. Another one. Mew. Mew. Okay. And turn. Hopefully we can set up further than this next turn. With Curlia and Ultra Ball and everything. Rare Candy would also be nice to draw. Arven would also be fine. There's a lot of things that could set me up for what I want. But do we draw it? That's a big question. Because usually I feel like I don't draw it. But I feel like the Mimikyu might be really good in this take. From Distant Rivals. Just as a one-off. The thing is, what do you cut for it? Because it's not reliable to run a 4-1-2 line or 3-1-2 line like anymore because of Badoo. Which is also one of the things that's actually really messing up my Gengar deck, is Badoo. Okay, that's a decent Iono. I don't like to research this hand, but I think I will Iono it after retreating my Mongolian active. Or if it's dead. I think it's most likely will be dead though. But we have a bench Mongolian that will help me a little bit. Yeah, you draw some cards, put that in your deck. Let's see, he artisans for another Cyndaquil most likely, or will he find Dunsparce again? Dunsparce would also make sense because that's his main draw engine. No, Mimikyu, okay, that's interesting. We need to focus on getting that out pretty quick, because that can become an issue. Okay, Body Blast, okay, that's not that big of a deal. Put you into active because you have 3 retreat. Put you down, Nest Ball for Pheasantibity. Fizz is not bad here. Wait, Ultra Ball and Turbo Energize. Why is Turbo Energize a mistake? That doesn't make sense. I don't see that in Turbo Energize, but oh well. Also, there's enough energy in the discard pile, so I can take KO. And I can actually KO Mimikyu, which is quite huge. Because that stops him from stalling me out. I can always retreat and then find him from the discard with nice stretcher, so that's fine. Okay, 1 for 1. And if he tries, he can't one-shot my Gardevoir, which is really good here. I do have Iono. I can also Turbo Energize with Gardevoir to get some Psychics out of my deck. So this is actually a reasonable spot. We have been live for almost 3 hours, holy Christ. I didn't realize what the clock was. I started at like 2. But we also started to rake in quite some viewers. I will be live pretty much every day, so if you enjoy Pokemon and you wanna like watch someone play it and maybe get better at it on the way, learn something from my mistakes or by some of the stuff I say, then drop a follow on either YouTube or Twitch, or maybe both. If you can't get enough of it, would help out a ton. I also want to do some giveaways, but I need to like start getting subscribers and stuff before I'm able to do giveaways, because giveaways will cost money most of the time. I'm also designing some merch, so there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, which you are not seeing before it's ready. Also, what is your guys' favorite decks in this current format? Because right now I'm testing around a lot, because I feel like there's no decks that has the same feeling as like the Gengar plays, which feels super fun to play, honestly. Like, I love my Gengar deck, but there's just no deck with the same like mechanics and stuff as Gengar that is able to compete with the current format. Okay, if he KOs here, we use Artisan, find a second Monkidori, I think. Put 40 damage on my Gardevoir to get Monkidori out. Play. How can we do this? How can we miss with this guy? We have Monkidori. We are risking it then. I think that's the only way we are winning. That's by doing this. Retreat. Grabbing you. Attach. Iono. Because Iono also demolishes his hand a little bit. So that seems pretty safe. Yeah, okay. That is doable. 3 energies. That's amazing. Let's just take Turbo Energize. We're not gonna use it, but we have it now. So we can actually use this as an attacker. Still grab a KO with my Monkeydoris. And actually has some stuff to do still. Okay, so let's grab Victini. Victini has an annoying ability, which I want to get rid of. So we take Victini here. We move 30 damage onto Relor. And 30 more. So that's a price. And even if he takes a KO, I actually still have options to KO again next turn. Which is perfect. Because I can guarantee myself a multi-price turn next turn. 4 or 3 Fins of Adventure, that's fine. That's a 4th one. Everyone gets 60 more damage. Oh, we are at 10 viewers on Twitch. Welcome in, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying this stream. Damn, what is going on? Finally, we are racking in some good viewer numbers. This is what is gonna really motivate me to stream even more, put even more content out. Like right now I'm streaming every day. I'm streaming like 3 hours a day at minimum. I will have to stop at like 6, I think it is. I'm unsure, but I think it's 6. I'm forced to stop. I will check. Yeah, at 6 I'm kind of forced to stop, but before that I don't think I'm stopping. Okay, that's fine. I expected that to happen. But can he find the KO again? If I do this, discard 1 with this. So we hand attach. We can't hand attach. Okay. So I need to put 2 onto Guardi to KO the active. And then 3 onto Mew. Yeah, let's put 3 onto Mew. Because I can always Steam Artillery. So we move 90 over to his. We move all the damage of Gardevoir onto Mimikyu. Because that will take out Mimikyu, and Gardevoir will still be able to tank a hit. And we have Mew as a backup attacker. Wait, he took a prize last turn, so we actually still have this. So we can Iono him down to barely any cards. And because I committed all these resources, nice stretcher for what? Second Mangadori to my hand. So I actually have a secondary attack option in hand, or another Mangadori in hand if you want to gust around and KO Adori instead. I should be good to go here. I should win. Okay, so Gardevoir is just a heavy Monkey Dory deck now. Oh, GG. That's just unlucky. Because 60, that's plus, how much is it? 30? Yeah. Okay, that's just how it is. 310, yeah. Nothing I can do about it. That's just annoying, but it is how it is. One second. Sorry for that, I'm back. Let's see. Okay, we have double rounds. We have Earthen Vessel. Think we'll discard a Psychic Energy with Earthen Vessel. Find 2 Psychic Energy. Put a Psychic Energy onto Dark Energy onto Monkey Dory. Use Ultra Ball to discard 2 Dark Psychic Energies. Find my Mew. So we have the Draw Engine and Mew as well. That's a lot we can do here. This is a Yan Mega deck. The Yan Mega deck seems cool, but I'm thinking I might gonna try it at some point. It seems solid. I actually expected the Yan Mega to be a part of a new grass deck we see pop up everywhere. That also performed super well at the NAIC. Okay. Now routes down. Okay. Monkey Dory got a Dark Energy. That's first. Find 2 Psychics. Discard 2 Psychics. Find Mew. Restart, find something good. Could honestly be a lot worse. The second Monkey Dory. What is going on? 15 viewers on Twitch? What the hell is going on? Okay, my viewers numbers is just climbing and climbing and climbing right now. 17. Am I getting raided or something? I can't see if there is a raid. That's... if there is a raid, please say something in the chat, because this seems so insane to me. Thank you, Death by Vietnamson. If it's you that is raiding me, sorry for that. I am fixing this setup I have made. What the hell? Whoa, that's insane. 19. Who is raiding me right now? Who is raiding my stream? Oh, okay, you just joined me. But is someone raiding my stream, or is what is going on? Because I'm 19 viewers. That's the most I have ever been on this channel. Like, holy Jesus Christ. 19, 18. I'm just stoked right now. I don't even know what to say. I'm just so excited over the amount of viewers we have right now. I mean, I am streaming every day and playing every day, so here next season I'm going to like go all in on tournaments, so I'm practicing a lot at the moment, which is also why you will see me live basically every single day. Well, I can afford to lose that. This. Like, I'm playing so much right now. It's insane. A second Monkey Dory. Restart. But I'm also like trying out most decks so I can have an idea about how they work, what you want to look for when you play them. Let's counter catch up you, because you will become an issue. Again, counter catcher was not a like clean play there, but it was a play nonetheless. We can do this, and then attach this to you. Retreat you. Evo with Monkey Dory onto these two. So maybe get a double card war setup. 19, and you guys are just consistent. You're staying. That's amazing. I'm so excited right now. That's crazy. I'm also making a lot of YouTube content and streaming on YouTube as well. So if you want to see more than just Twitch content and see more than just streams, you can also follow me on YouTube. That would mean the world to me to actually start getting some followers there as well. Okay, I can one-shot that with Mew, and Mew doesn't die to this, so that would be amazing. My plan is here to use 22. We are climbed above the 20 mark now. That's like mad crazy. For those watching on YouTube, what is going on is my Twitch is just climbing and climbing, and I'm just static about it. 22 viewers on Twitch at the moment. That's insane. I don't think I have ever had that many viewers on Twitch. Like, let me be honest, I don't think. Thanks a lot, Dev5 Venom. I am enjoying it. I don't know if you can hear how freaking excited I am. It's crazy. I'm like so excited about this. This is just absolutely amazing. Okay, so we have Mew set up. We have first to draw some cards. It definitely did. I didn't expect it to be this much though, because when I started, with streaming, it was like, okay, you maybe had like 2 or 3 viewers if you were lucky, in the Pokemon area, but now I'm like 20 and above. Sometimes this is actually first time I'm hitting 20, but still, that's just mad in my opinion. Oh wait, that's a mistake. We need to use you to attack this turn and then use Mew next turn because I messed up. Whoops. I don't think I will win this because I'm messing up, because I'm just way too hyped right now. That's 23 viewers. If I had that every day, I could live by doing this. I would stream every single day and just focus on that. That's the only thing I'm doing. Like 23 viewers is amazing. That's more than I could ever imagine, sitting watching me play Pokemon. So what are you guys playing at the moment of decks in the Pokemon TCG? Because I'm playing a lot of different ones. I'll think about... Thanks, bro. I mean, this is just what I need at this point. Like, that's amazing. I wanna be able to like full-time stream every day, but it is tough to make it in the Pokemon community, Pokemon category, so it takes a lot of time and effort. Okay, so we need how much energy do we have left? We have one Psychic and one Dark, so I would probably need this instead. And I would love a boss, just so I'm able to gust. Actually, no, we don't need boss, we need Iono. Then we need Artisan. And we need Evo. The Evo we will not use. Oh, the Mewtwo team, yeah, the Rockets. Okay, yeah, that's also a fun deck. I have thought about building one, but I'm not sure about it. It looks fun though. The Mewtwo Rockets deck is one of the better ones at the moment. I don't think it's the best, but it's pretty decent, in my opinion. Okay, we Iono here because we 99% of the time should hit the energy. And we delay his hand a little bit. That's the dark energy I wanted. So now we can move 30 away from Mew. How much damage do you deal? You deal 2, 10. So 30 onto here should be enough. Do we have more energy in deck? We have one dark, okay. We don't need to draw that right now. We are just milling away our psychic energy. That's all I need to mill. I'm also testing around with the Zorak deck. That also seems super cool. Jet Cyclone. Go to you. Oh, I have to move 3? Okay. Well, that means I can just put it up and retreat it. That's fine. And then we can use Gardevoir to be our main tank afterwards. That one we can take out with damage manipulation by... so if he attacks us here, we just manipulate the damage to take out Yanmega. So in this part we are in a really good position. I could also just put up my Gardevoir and start taking out his bench. The thing is, the Crustle is a little hard to get through. That's the only issue here. That is the Crustle. But because we have the double Monkidori setup, we can move 60 damage a turn. Which means even though we can't KO Crustle, we can still move damage enough to get some KOs. Like Yanmega has 40 HP left. And it's not able to attack this turn, so... he retreated into Crustle and attack with Crustle for 120, right? I would expect. Then we take out Yanmega with 40 damage. Moving... should we just move damage and then put up Monkidori and attack it for 60? No, we will not attack it for 60 though. That feels bad. Let's put up Mew. Oh, Gardevoir here. I want to get Gardevoir up because Gardevoir is a little more healthy. And I want to use Gardevoir's ability to put 3 energies on Gardevoir. I just need to attack. Because then we can take 3 prizes this turn. Yeah, we attack with Mew and Crustle. The reason you can do that is actually because Crustle's attack says that it's not this attack isn't affected by effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So when you copy the attack with Mew, you bypass the effect of Crustle's ability. Which is why I use Mew to attack Crustle with. Now we take out the Yanmega. Ideally we get a boss off of this. If we can get boss out of KOing Yanmega or Counter Catcher, That would be lovely, because when we can take out the other Yanma, such this to you. We just take the KO. No reason to be greedy. Let's take another prize. We can actually come back this one. Even Chow Turi. Okay, I thought it was the real Evan Chow. I don't know his entire name, but I know there's someone in the Pokemon community called something with Chow, who is one of the been really good players. Okay, boss. Who will he take up? Monkey. Okay, that makes sense. But I should be able to get a Monkidori still. 30 damage is enough though. Ah, he wanted to protect the Yanma on the bench, that's why, okay. We will put up Mew here, because Mew deals enough. Arven for Night Stretcher. That's really good. Okay, we put one more energy onto Mew. Gives us 30 damage to move. We move this onto here. Because now it's in range if he decides to evolve it. Flip the script. Do we have more? We don't have more tools. Okay, we put up our Gardevoir with energy. It's just recovering it from special conditions, so it doesn't matter the attack here. We don't attack, we just pass the turn. But it's tanky enough, so and I can get some more energy specs from my discard pile. I have some damage to move around. So it's actually super good to get it up in the active here. If he attacks it, I can move 30 more or 60 more damage away from it. I can use a Mew to actually one-shot the active. And then move damage or energy onto Pheasantipity. The reason I want it... it's fine, it's fine. I have a play for that. I have a Toro in deck still, so I should be fine. So the odds of him bossing it up is actually pretty slim. And also I can luck him pretty easily. What you want to do here is you want to get Saiyan Mega so he can hit pretty hard. And try to take the 2 last prizes. So that's why I put up Gardevoir, so it requires more for him to have the combo. I know the attack with Mew would also, or Monkidori would also make sense, but I would prefer to get the attack off with, or get the Gardevoir up to tank some damage. I need a damage sponge right now. We both have a Scream Sale play, but we also have a different play, which he don't see, but I do. Retreat. That's 2. Then we want to use the ability. So attach 1 here. We actually need to attach 2 because I need to take... We will attach the other one here. I still have enough damage to do this, so that's fine. So we take out his Yanma on bench. I do have Toro, so I can get rid of Mew if needed. Oh, and I also have a second Monkidori. Okay, this is fine. It says 0, but it still goes through with 120, so... And he knows this is an issue, because a few attacks and I win. He has no Yan Mega play ready. Wait, what? Oh no. 60 more for each EX in play. Oh, that's amazing. One more energy, that's all I needed. That means 190, that's gonna make it. It's just like, oh no, him. We don't want to genome hacking him here. We want to put up Monkey Dory to confuse him. We are not able to one-shot here because it's a dark energy, which I remembered right before making the mistake. So confuse him here is fine. Even if he sends up Crustle to take KO, I one-shot it, which would be bad for him. So Crustle is out of the play. Dunsparce still needs an energy to do anything. Surfer makes sense. That's supporter, that means no. What is it called? No boss. So I'm still in a good spot. I should win this one. Also, we are pretty close to Ultra Ball. Again, I have really not played that much with Set because I didn't go to that many tournaments. I usually play more when I go to tournaments. So when I don't have that many tournaments in the schedule, I'm not playing as much. Okay. Can we make this work? So this does 60 for each. 60. 120. 180. 240. Let's Iono him again. Mew. Restart. Okay, Artisan. Retreat. Discard this. Send up Mew. Genome hacking. Oh wait, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. Let's pray he doesn't have a switch. I should not have sent up Mew, I should have sent up Gardevoir. Switch. Does he find the switch? If he finds the switch, I lose here. Yeah, Mega is surprisingly strong. How many switch cards does this deck play? Nitrate Vitality Band. He might not have the switch. He might not have it. Okay, it's Jet Energy, it's Switch, it's... There's so many things that can screw me over right now. And no first, which is amazing. Okay, no retreat. Rescue board. GG. No, not yet. Okay. Retreat. Mind Bend, I guess is the right play. Okay, that was a little too close for comfort. Yeah, luckily not punished. I should have been punished, but that was... Oh, right, I forgot the E-switch. That's also a thing in this deck, E-switch. I know this is a weird Gardevoir list. I looked at the top Gardevoir and thought it was like, oh, that looks cool. Let's try this. And now I'm trying it, and maybe I'm changing some stuff, maybe not, I don't know yet. I thought about adding a swapping ace pick for unfast amp. Because a lot of the time I don't feel it. Crap. Okay, let's give him that. That was well played. Oh Christ, man. Of course he had it. Huh. Okay, yeah, Mega is pretty solid. Should we keep playing God of War, or should we actually swap to something that works better? Actually, I think about like changing a thing. Personally, I don't like the Lily's Clefairy that much, but that's probably just me who is a little weird with that. This one should not be that. See, now I find two cards I think is way too underrated. Now it's ready. This is how I want to play God of War. No turbo energize or something like that. No. We play with Festivity. And for some of you... Yeah, it was the NAIC winners list. I thought it would look pretty interesting because it had a lot of different things compared to the original God of War. But there is some stuff I don't like in the list. For example, I think 3 Monkey Dories might be too much. So I changed it down to 3, or 4 Monkey Dories is too much. So I changed it to 3, and then added the Festivity, the regular Festivity, which a lot of people actually say is super horrible. I think it's amazing. Oh yikes. See, this is not a hand you like to see. Oh. Maybe it can become... Oh, I'm against a Charizard? That's fine. Yeah, I like to look at the top meta decks and see how they play it, and then change it to my own preference. That's usually how I create my decks. Because top decks, there is a reason why top players like. I'm not myself a top player, and there's also a reason for that, because I'm not making good results yet. And there's also something about the way I build decks that is just not 100% optimal all the time. And I rather just acknowledge that and then look how the top players play and take some inspiration. I mean, being like, oh, I'm a top player, I know how to do it 100% correctly all the time. Okay, we find Mew, I guess. Yeah, Mew. The Festivity is also fine to get down. I don't know. Okay, we find another route, just in case. I like to be prepared for the worst case scenario. Arvin is not that needed right now. Actually not. Mew is a 2-pricer. Rocket's Mimikyu is a 1-price, which does the same thing. But after Lily's Clefairy became a thing, I think the Rocket's Mimikyu is actually way stronger at it than Mew is. That's also why I think feeling about cutting Mew. The only reason I don't is because of restart builds gives me some card draw. But I could cut it for extra card draw supporter. But for a single price, 2 energy, deal up to the same damage. If you have Lily's Clefairy and it's a Dragapult, you one-shot it. Like this. so many ways I feel like the new Rocket's Mimikyu is a little superior to Mew, honestly. It's not that I feel like Rocket's Mimikyu is broken, I just feel like it's better. And I think it's a tech card you will see be included more often in Gardevoir. Oh, that's sad. I wish I had a Rare Candy then. Yeah, but the other one, if you look, if it's a Terra, you can spread the damage. That also means stuff like, what is it called? I forgot the name of it right now. It's the Ogerpon. The Fighting Type Ogerpon's ability doesn't work at all. Which is also one of the reasons I think it's super good. Boss is always nice to have. TM Evo maybe? Artisan. Ultra Ball. Get rid of these 30. Personally, I also like Devo, so that's also like a thing I might add down the road. Like there's a lot of cards I really like, which I might... Something like Devo is something I put in almost all my decks, because I feel like Devo is super good when people are playing evolution based decks like this. But the thing that makes me feel like that the Mimikyu is so good is actually the fact that it's a one-pricer who copies the attack with the effect of whatever it is when it comes to Terra. But it has the Psychic weakness still. Or the Psychic attack buff with the Mimikyu and stuff, or with the Lily's Clefairy and stuff like that. So that's why I feel like it's underrated, you can say, because it's a way to counter Terra decks. Also, if you play against a Terra box, you can copy the attack of Wellspring. See, a KO for him here is not so good, honestly. Because even if he KOs, I can do more. Because then I will just gust around, take out his... Okay. That's fine with me. I put Mew up, so... Energy, only side, perfect. Let's put down second Monkey Dory. Use flip the script. I know some players say use Iono first, but I most of the time don't actually. Okay, how many ice treasures do I have? Okay, now I do something that might look weird. Let's find nothing. And then we Iono. Another Monkey Dory then. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, I know Guardian will still one-shot if you play with Lily's Clefairy, but I just like the Mimikyu a lot. The effect of the copying the Terra attack is just something I feel like is too good for 2 energy to not utilize. Also, if I play something like Tatsugiri, actually. 2 energy you can easily attach. Okay, he gets rid of my fizz. That's annoying. But it's alright. Yeah, I wanted to go for Rare Candy Gardevoir. That's actually the only reason why I did what I did. I got greedy for it, so... I thought I could almost guarantee it, so that's why I got a little greedy and let this gonna cost me the game now, I think. I might actually be able to punish him here. Sometimes I get... That's like my biggest mistake, that is sometimes I get greedy from plays. Need to find a Rare Candy. TM Evo doesn't matter. Find Gardevoir. Rare Candy Gardevoir. Down Screamtail. 3U into Screamtail. So I have a decent amount of energy. I'm committing pretty hard to this play. Oh. Okay. Now we move 20. From here to there. Oh, that's 30. Whoops. Give me something good. Counter catcher would be amazing. Research doesn't help me at all. And we take out the second one. See, right now I'm in a really bad position, so I need to like slowly get rid of stuff. That can give him a good spot and me a bit worse one. And then I put a little more. I have 3 researchers in hand. That means I most likely will be able to KO that next turn. I have 3 Monkey-Doris in deck. Technically I can win next turn with a Turo. Turo what up 1 Monkey-Dory and reattach an energy to it to double use the ability. I should have Turo in this deck as far as I remember. What can we else do? We can put up Mew. Let's see. What do we have? Mimikyu might not be bad here. It has too low HP, it doesn't help. Oh, well, then I probably don't have Toro. Crap. And I have a Dark Energy in my discard pile, don't I? No, I don't. Crap. Do I even have more Dark Energy in my deck? No. All is attached to my monkeys. Well, let's just hit hard here and then care about rest later. No, if I copy with Mew, I lose because then he takes it out with Charizard. So that's the reason I actually don't copy with Mew here. I thought about it, but then I realized, oh wait, he can KO with Charizard then. But this way here, I put his Mew close to dead. I don't allow him to use yeah, he's at 2 prices, so it's a little dicey. $210. That means I can KO that next turn and still get rid of the Mew. I don't give him Sensitivity this turn. I should be good here. I am not certain, but I should be good. Yeah, GG. I won now. And that's why I play the way I did, because by setting up for multi-prices, it's harder for them to actually notice when something goes wrong. But now I can just... Actually, I want to do something. This might be stupid, but I want to win with Mimikyu. Okay, so we need to end on Mimikyu and rest onto Guardi. Just so we have enough damage to move around. I want to overcommit, so yeah, this is fine. We max it out on Mew. Thanks for the follows, CKKB0419. And then we attach this just because we can. And see, I know Mew can copy, but I just feel like Mimikyu's copying is better because it gives less price if they take it out. I think it's superior to Mew in that way. $330. That's the only reason I like Mimikyu more than Mew, that's just because it's less prices. Let's play some Zorak now. I feel like Guardi is a decent deck, but it's not my preferred deck. Like, Guardi has a lot of tools, it works like a big toolbox. We need, okay, 4 wins in a row. Let's do it. Take 4 wins in a row and call it a day. Are you guys down for that plan? 4 wins in a row and call it a day? At 4 hours of stream? Sales never fails. And if we go first, we love it. We will most likely go first anyways, so. Jitsi, thanks for the follow. We are getting so many viewers and followers at the moment, I can't keep up, guys. Have 2 chats going, have like This is pure insanity. We are almost at 500 on YouTube. We are at 1341 on Twitch, and yikes! We don't like to see the start. And it's been money stack, so no more support or no more items. They are gone from now because he Bedoozle. Oh, that might actually save me for once. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Monkey Dory is not bad, yeah. Because I might be able to utilize Monkey Dory to actually take KOs. Again, I build weird decks. I'm a weird deck builder. Sometimes I copy stuff from our list, and sometimes I pull it from the bottom. My Zorak is not 100% made myself. I copied some of it. I don't think we want somewhere on the top. We would probably prefer Artisan. And then Cyrano. I would imagine. Spike Muff. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I just ended up with my Cypher Maniac. Why did I Spike Muff? Okay, if we survive this, it's luck. Pure luck. And it's the dumb kind of it. So he has 2 more Grims, and I have a Reshiram and a Monkey Dory. And I'm item locked again. Yikes. I have 2 Monkey Dories. We force in a snow run. Okay, E-switch Evo, so he will E-switch onto Snorunt and Evo from Snorunt. Yep. Called it. But he can't... Oh! He will retreat into Morgrim, then he will evolve Morgrim into Grimmsnarl, and then Evo with Grimmsnarl to get to Frost Lashes. I think. Punk up. Either I'm dead now, or he will get 2 Frost Lashes, and I will be dead in 10 turns. He Frost Lashes, okay. How bad is Frost Slash for me right now? It's actually really bad. Only 1, okay, that might help. Because if I'm able to keep my Saruas alive, I could technically win now. Because we Cyrano for 2 Zoraks, put those 2 in play, start evoing up, and start drawing some cards and setting them up. Yeah, I think the way is to use Cyrano to get Zorak into play, because else we lose here. I think the play is actually to grab those snow round. So I active. Okay, you want to commit a lot of resources. Ah, Christ. Another Iono. Oh, Zorak in hand and ends PP up. That means end Zorak in, put Darumaka down, play Spike Muff, discard my Dark Energy to draw cards. Okay. I might be able to make something happen. I'm unsure if I should take a prize though instead of just a pure old discard. Okay, I can still take the prize and can still get a discard. That's lovely. Okay, and Zorak in this. Flare for 50. I think I might be able to win from here. It's not easy, but I do have a Devo playing next turn. If I can somehow get my Damanitan, then I can win. Damanitan is all it requires, I think. Wait, does it even require Damanitan? No, it doesn't, because I can move 60. I can take out bench Snorunt next turn with Adrena Brains. It's a little bit of a weird scenario because I could also, if I find a Manitan here, I can for sure make something happen. If I don't find a Manitan, it will be way harder. Boss, Darumaka? No, Monkey Dory. Okay, Monkey Dory is better for me than Darumaka. Oh. He takes out both Monkey Dories. Then it's an issue. Yeah, I just put this up. Yeah, I think I'm actually forced to stop before I hit Ultra Balls here today, which is sad. Tomorrow I will start early and grind some Master Ball. That's the only thing to do. That's the only right thing to do here. Okay, draw 3. I need to get this on active. Cyrano, I don't need anymore. Manitan, let's go. Okay, attach. Let's do something else. Let's mess with him this time. Flame Body Cannon can take out both Mangidoris. That gives me 2 prices. Puts me in a decent spot. Okay, and I have the E-switch. So if he attacks with his Munch Grimsnarl, I can E-switch up in one shot. I can also retreat my way around. Both is gonna put me in a good position. He needs his Mangidori back so he can move damage again. See, his entire deck runs around damage manipulation, which is actually something you can abuse. Because if I want to mess with him, I find a way to draw up his Mangidori again, which I most likely can. Ends PP up is gonna help. Let's find another Sorua. Not that it mattered too much, but it could maybe end up mattering. To roll you up. How can I mess him up the most? Oh, there's only one way I actually survive here, so... Flame Body Cannon, take that out. Now we're just looking for Devo. Because we don't need to one-shot the active. The active can be one-shot, but I don't need to do it. Oh, actually we have Blood Moon, so we win. He is not able to take multi-prices this turn. Even if he moves 30 damage onto Sora and use Grimsnarl to attack Sora, he is not able to get the KO, so... And he needs 3 prices, so I win. He can take out Sora, though. But I want him to take out Zorak. Do I? Yeah, I actually need him to take out Zorak to guarantee one. Blood Moon as Luna deals 240. So that has to be at 80, and then I can one-shot. And see, now I can hit a late secret box, and it feels like, oh, this is just a bad item now. Which is why I don't like secret box. You need it so early on for it to be helpful. Which is why I prefer Unfast Time, because Unfast Time always feels good. Even in the late game, if it's super late, it's a better Iono. Unless he has E-switch in hand, he'd lose. Which I don't think he has. Nope. GG. That was super close. Now we do it the right way. Do this, find this, just make it clear and simple, win. Thanks for the follow, Queen Venus. We are just racking in viewers right now, and I love it, but I also have to end at some point today, and I think that will be after this. So if you guys enjoy my content, please follow me on either Twitch or YouTube, or maybe both. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel, that will help me out a ton. Like, this support is so appreciated, and I will definitely find someone to raid before we end on Twitch, because we are having so many viewers that I know we can help out someone. Someone's playing Yan Mega. Let's start the raid. Oh. Raid. So the raid should have gone through.